Hey, comic book fans here to talk about the really awesome Supergirl and Flash crossover. Yeah, it was really exciting. I was really happy for it. I know they've been talking about it for a while, so I was really happy to see it. And I'm gonna go through a few of my favorite moments. Number one, the entrance, the Flash. He just showed up. And he comes in at the right time, just in time to save Supergirl. That was kind of cool. I enjoyed that. It was really neat. Another little quick mini moment, if you will, was when they were talking with Barry, and Barry was talking about the different Earths he had traveled to, and he mentioned Wynn mentioned, oh, was what about one where everyone's evil? He's like, yeah, I've been to that one before. That's interesting because that's kind of a reference to maybe Forever Evil. So I like that a lot. If you're familiar with that, basically it's a planet full of all the superheroes that are bad. So I thought that was cool. Then there's like another little mini moment when they were talking with Kat, and she referenced how they all look like a bunch of people from a CW drama. Come on, guys, it's on CW. Making fun of CW. That's what the Flash is on and everything. I thought that was kind of funny. Um, Number two, the introduction to Silver Banshee. Most of you probably like, who the heck is that? Again, Silver Banshee, another bad guy from Superman's, collection of bad guys. So it was kind of cool to see Silver Banshee and her teaming up. Basically, and that's my next moment is when she teamed up with Livewire. At the same time, of course, you got to have a superhero team up too. So you had a superhero team up and you had a supervillain team up. You got Livewire and Banshee against the Flash and Supergirl. Who else couldn't, it's perfect timing, right? It's just perfect timing. So you got to see that great little team up. It was also kind of interesting that they really beat the crap out of them the first time they faced them. Flash and Supergirl, they running in there trying to take care of problems, and yeah, they got their butts kicked. But hey, that's how the show goes. You got to fight one time, get beat up, and then come back a second time and beat them. But next moment, number three, they caught. They basically catch Cat. That's how the whole thing is that Livewire hates Cat, hates Supergirl. Banshee hates Kira. Just so happens that she's Supergirl. So perfect team up, right? They both hate the same people. They got to take out the same person, right? So we had that. I thought that was kind of neat. My next moment, number four, which is probably the moment I thought that was kind of interesting, is because there was this kind of Spider-Man 2 moment when Supergirl basically takes the bolt to protect the helicopter, and then everyone just kind of steps in, and all the people that see it happen and are like, no, we're not going to let stop hurt Supergirl. And from a person who has read a lot of comics, I thought that was kind of cool. I've always enjoyed that moment in Spider-Man 2, where Spider-Man saves the train, and then the people kind of step up to try to protect him. I always think that's kind of cool. I like that moment a lot. And then it was interesting because it turned out that it wasn't them that took down the bad guys. They basically stood up, and a firefighter ended up hitting Livewire with a hose, and she ended up shocking Silver Banshee, and there you go. They're nice and knocked out. So I thought that was cool. But then moment number five, and that was when it comes to the end. And guess what? They're gonna do a little race. I mean, who doesn't want to see the Flash and Superman, or in this case Supergirl, racing to see who's the fastest? But it just turns out that's the only way that Barry can get home. So they're gonna race each other, and she's gonna toss him and send him right back to the other dimension. And there it is. That's the Flash and Supergirl crossover. Now, I enjoyed this just because I like the Flash. Supergirl is kind of starting to grow on me. And anytime you team up, I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, for fans of the show, that gets them excited. I always like comics where they do little crossovers between story arcs. So for me, it was a really big deal. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm hoping that in the future, maybe see Supergirl on The Flash, or even see some of the other characters involved. Because, hey, more superheroes the better, right? Well, that's it. That's all I got to talk about. Until next time, see ya.